When I think of safety on a college setting, I really think about like, you know, as like me being a girl, I would think about like if I was walking home alone at night, or like, do I have resources to call?
Campus safety is very much so reliant upon someone feeling like they can be themselves and by themselves walking around campus.
On the campus that we're at, we have like these blue buttons that we can press, and I consider that like a great idea just because I feel safe.
The boxes that are placed every, you know, whatever increment they choose, and so there's a good point where a person has an escape, where they can get to that light, where they can hit the button, and that's going to be a quick response. I'm a big guy. I don't feel particularly threatened when I'm walking around at night, but I do try to maybe be a bit more careful myself so that I'm not putting out an image to scare people. I'm not, you know, the big guy that's like tailing them or whatever. I try to cross the street to make sure that they know that they're fine.
Yeah, I definitely carry pepper spray on me wherever I go. I'm always kind of like on high alert. Just even if I'm with like a group of friends, I'm kind of always aware of my surroundings.
I personally have never felt really that threatened or that unsafe, just because I am a guy. Guys usually, if I were a girl, I would probably feel unsafe. Like I have a girlfriend, she's in college, university. And whenever she says she's going out to parties, I do get a little nervous because I know some people like in college and universities can be very predatory and can be it's just frightening. It can be very frightening. Luckily, like nothing has really happened yet, but I mean, there's always a possibility.
My sister has shared some stories. She has to be a lot more careful, you know? I mean, that's kind of part of life for her, and that's kind of wrong. You know, we need to be able to train the men in our society to be better. I can't, you know, speak very well as to how I would think as a woman. It's some sort of insecurity, or you're just like unsure of something. They have to act on it, you know, they have to be careful, they have to make sure to keep themselves safe. It's not taken care of for them at all times, and that's not okay.
I've heard, you know, many stories and everything about that happening, and it's just scary.
There were some girls that I like heard about that just got like attacked, and they were like grabbed from behind, and they didn't have anything, and all they did was like kick to get away.
Unfortunately, due to a violent act of a student upon myself, this has changed my entire perception of safety on campuses everywhere, not even just the one that I go to. And unfortunately, in doing so, it changes your reality of what you live in as well. And because of this, even walking around those blue light boxes, it doesn't feel like enough. And it really feels like nothing could ever be enough, even walking in a large group of people. Such a violent crime as itself makes everything feel dangerous, and it makes you feel like a nobody.
There could be, you know, better securities, maybe more patrols, more accountability for those that have been accused. You know, we need to be able to trust the people that come forward with accusations. It's not easy for those people. They're not gaining anything by telling their story. They're coming out about a time that was incredibly hard in their life, and that's going to affect them forever. And to just discount that is ridiculous, and we need to follow through on those accusations.
I did a project over this, and we explored you know, sexual abuse and sexual, you know, contact with not only females but males and females, and we found that it's actually like it's the amount of hold on I actually found that the amount of like sexual encounters is raised significant amount to where it's becoming more of a problem. I think that universities, they enact all these programs, but I feel like those programs don't really do anything. Not many people know the like sexual abuse programs here. I think they need to make it more far-reaching, and yeah, just try to enact more programs that actually do stuff. So.
When the institution or university that you go to treats your situation as if it's just another number or just another day or just another case that they get to work with or see or listen about, it makes you feel voiceless. You know, the preventative natures, they're there. They make you feel safe. But if something were to happen, the handling of it is, in so much so, needing improvement. Having gone through something personally myself, I can only ask and hope that someone sees that this improvement is needed, and very few other people have to go through certain situations like I had to go through. And that the university works much harder to work on their follow-through with these emergency events and how they're going to help these events, and also how they're going to go about correcting the actions that have been taken and taking justice in those things.